We're trying to get an explanation, a breakdown of how much will be charged on, every transaction.
You have an in-house mathematician?
Yes.
Okay.
Dennis Wedam,
that's better.
by the way, is a house mathematician, and he's also on the digital team. Dennis,
that is better. That's why I don't sit here.
Dennis, you're welcome.
That is why I don't sit here to expose my ignorance.
Can you?
That's why I don't sit here to expose my ignorance.
Okay. I mean, my mathematics is bad too. So
I have not said anything.
Dennis, gentlemen, please allow Dennis to. Please hold on. Can you let him calculate for us, please? And please pay closer, gentlemen. Can we allow Dennis? Please carry on.
Okay.
It's very bad. I know you. And I've exposed it.
So let me state from the outset that we're going to have the calculations in two folds. Reason being that there's one out there that talks about the E-Levy having an effect on the whole sum of money that is to be transacted. But there's also other argument that says that because government is making a concession for the first 100 cedis, the 100 cedis will have to be taken out, and then you have the E-Levy applied to the excess.
Yeah.
So we're going to have that in two folds on 200 cedis.
Okay.
So for instance, let's begin with the one that says that you're going to have it on the whole. If I am sending 200 cedis to, say, you, Bella, ordinarily, without the E-Levy, there would have been a 1% service charge on it. That would mean that there would have been a deduction of 2 cedis on it.
Yeah.
Now, there's going to be an E-Levy imposed on it. The E-Levy would make the whole percentage of charge on it, that is service charge plus the E-Levy charge of, which is proposed to be 1.75, to be 2.75. It would mean that you would have 2.75% of the 200 cedis taken from your money.
Even though the telcos have now reduced it to 0.75.
No, we are still,
you come to
we are
that.
still maintaining that the telcos have not reduced. Because,
carry on.
Yes. So in that case, if you have 2.75 of 200 cedis, you would have something like 5 cedis, 50 pesos.
Okay.
That's what is going to be the effect if we are going to have it on the total sum of money.
Okay.
On 200 cedis. Service charge being 1%, then E-Levy being 1.7%. Now there's the other argument that says that because you are going to have an exemption of 100 cedis, because government says that we have a transaction from 0 to 100, you don't pay the E-Levy, it would mean that that portion will only be affected by the service charges, which is 1%. So you have 1% of your 100 cedis, which is going to give you 1 cedi.
Okay.
So let's put the 1 cedi here. And then you'd also have the 100 cedis in which the E-Levy now applies to. So in this case, you would not have 1% of the 100 cedis. You're not going to have 2.75% of that 100 cedis. Because in that case, the telcos will still charge their 1%, government will charge its E-Levy. So you have 2.75 divided by 100, then you multiply that by 100 cedis. So you'd have 2.75. So that's, for the second part of it, is going to be 2 cedis, 75 pesos. Remember, we already have 1 cedi on the previous one. So we're going to have 3 cedis, 75 pesos on this. So you would notice that with what is out there already, which is the assumption that is going to be imposed on all of it, if you're having a transaction of 200 cedis, the total deduction is going to be 5 cedis, 50 pesos. But what we are now being told, I think I heard the communication minister say it yesterday, and we would wish that there's an official communication, even computation, to just clarify this whole confusion. It would mean that you're going to have 3 cedis, 75 pesos on a transaction of 200 cedis.
Okay.
So basically, those are the two positions. One says that the transaction is going to be on the total sum. What we are hearing now is that it's not going to be on the total sum, but for the first 100 cedis, you have to take that out and then do the calculation for the rest.
But that's what I was asking. That so that's 100 Ghana cedis a day.
Yes.
So if you keep sending, another amount, then I mean, the second time that you send over 100 Ghana cedis, there's going to be a full charge on that as well.
Sure.
Okay, is there a way you can also calculate with the 0.75 so that we actually see how much we'll be taking? Because now we're told that the telcos have agreed to take 0.25% off their charges. So instead of 1%, they're charging 0.75. Okay. So plus that 1.75%, how much is that going to be? Okay, so if you want to do that for 200 cedis, what you'd simply do is that instead of the 1%, you now have 0.75%. Yeah. So divide that by 100 and then multiply that by 200. So this will be 1 cedi 50 pesos just for the charges. Okay. I'm doing that for the charges. I don't know how I can clean this quickly. Okay. Okay, so let me do this here. Okay. So for charges alone, will be 1 cedi 50 pesos. Now, government is charging 1.75 on the remaining 100 cedis. Because remember, we are taking out the first 100 cedis. Okay, first, let's do with the one that we are assuming that is going to be on the total sum. Yeah. So with that one, you have your 1.75 divided by 100 multiplied by 200. So you have 3 cedis 50 pesos. So tax will be 3 cedis 50 pesos. So with this, you would have 5 cedis. So you're going to have 5 cedis. So if the telcos kick in their 0.75, 0.25. That's what the telcos are taking out, right? Yeah, that's how much they're taking out. So when they take that out, you have 5 cedis instead of 5 cedis 50 pesos. Okay. On the other side too, if they take out that amount for the total sum, I mean the one government is taking the first 100 cedis as a concession or as free for you. In that case, you now have 1.75 divided by 100 and then multiply same by 100 cedis, not 200 cedis again, because in that case it's now 100 cedis. Yeah. So 175, oh sorry. Okay. Okay, so you have 1.75 there. So you have, 1.75 now plus, we had the calculation here already for, that was 1.5. So plus 1.5. So you have 3 cedis 25 pesos. Okay. Yeah, so the difference here will be that if government is not charging the first 100 cedis and the telcos also kick in that 25%, then instead of having 5 cedis on 200 transactions, you now have 3 cedis 25 pesos. Okay. So on the other side too, if the 100 cedis is not going to be affected, you have 5 cedis 50 pesos on a 200 cedis transaction, and then for the other side, you have 5 cedis. Okay. Thank you so much, Dennis Wedam, our mathematician on the show today, but he's also on the digital team as well. Thank you very much.